Good evening and welcome to CUTV NewsCenter for the week of March 3rd, 2016. I'm Zach Prosba.
And I'm Danny Beck.
With the election season getting into the stretch part into figuring out who will be representing each party in the presidential election, the first major milestone was this past Tuesday, with Super Tuesday getting underway. As we see here on your screen, Donald Trump again started cleaning up some of the 11 states that were part of Super Tuesday, winning a few more and bringing his delegate total up to 315. Ted Cruz was able to win Oklahoma and his home state of Texas on Tuesday night, with Marco Rubio claiming his first state win in Minnesota, each of them about 100 delegates away from the other party. Now on the Democratic side, Hillary Clinton kept putting things well out of reach for Bernie Sanders, over 1,000 delegates now for her, and she needs about 2,000 in the Democratic Party for her to become the candidate for the Democratic Party. But the Democratic system is a little different. They do not do it based off delegates. They can have a final vote. That puts Bernie Sanders in. So keep checking back here on CUTV and other news media for more updates on the election results. And before Super Tuesday got underway, the Republican candidates were back jabbing at themselves as they have during the entire run of their respective campaigns. Ted Cruz and Marco Rubio were the main event, though, trading barbs at Donald Trump, such as, without that family money, you know where he would be? Selling watches in Manhattan. Or the fact that Trump was repeating his points over and over, much as Marco Rubio had done previously in other campaigns.
This past weekend, a search committee completed candidate interviews looking for the next president of CalU. The committee is planning on inviting a smaller group of candidates for campus visits between March 15th and March 25th. These campus visits will include open forums where students, staff, and faculty can meet with and talk to the potential candidates. An online survey will also be offered after the session. That survey will be shared with the search committee as well. A report surfaced earlier this week that a phishing scam attacked work-study students and faculty members when an email was received attempting to gain bank account information. This is what the email stated. A failed backup operation during the weekend caused an error which led to the loss of a direct deposit information for a few employees. Hence, you are advised to kindly use a link to quickly update your direct deposit account information. The link will take you to what looks like the Pesci portal page. Do not click it. If you receive this email, please contact Human Resources immediately. Please do not respond or enter any information. Charleroi Area School Board voted to sell the former Atlas property at McKean Avenue and 2nd Street, along with the old football stadium at 200 2nd Street, to a private developer. The plan is to put a grocery store and a restaurant at the sites. The Atlas building was formerly a discount wholesaler, and the stadium borders Monongahela River. It has been several years since the Charleroi area football team played in the stadium at the river. They currently play their games at a stadium on the campus of their high school.
The famous O.J. Simpson murder trial is still talked about to this day and is now even featured on FX's new show, The People vs. O.J. Simpson. Nearly 15 years ago, CalU was honored to have Tanya Brown, sister of Nicole Brown, speak on campus. If you would like to watch this lecture, CUTV will be airing it in the near future. Make sure to check social media platforms and your local listings for more info.
This is the last news center before spring break, and many students have already are or will be departing for popular travel destinations soon. Whether going to the beach, a theme park, or maybe even back into home to sleep in your own bed, there are plenty of safety tips to be aware of during your vacation. Make sure to keep all of your valuables in a safe location and also be alert to potential threats, whether personal or large scale, that you could incur. It is our hope at CUTV that you have an enjoyable but also a safe spring vacation with your family, friends, and other loved ones. And being that it is spring break, Zach, what are you planning on doing over spring break?
Well, I'm from Georgia. I've kind of hinted at it a couple times, being from the South. I'm actually not going to go home because it's a very long drive, about 12 hours. I'm going to stay in the Pittsburgh area, going to do some of the things that I have not done with my fiance and my daughter, maybe the zoo and the aquarium. I've been there before, but not with them, and a couple other things. Because I am a senior, my last chance to really do some of this stuff. Unfortunately, Kennywood won't be open, and I've not been able to take them to Kennywood yet. I love Kennywood. I haven't been able to go yet, so we'll see if that's going to be able to get done before graduate. What about you?
You said the aquarium. I'm actually going to the Baltimore Aquarium with my girlfriend, maybe see some of the fish and dolphins and stuff like that, see what they have there.
Yeah, I've actually been to the Baltimore Aquarium. I went maybe about 11 years ago. I went on a nice long trip around the Northeast, and it was a very enjoyable time. Have you ever been there before?
Yeah, I've been there probably 3 or 4 times, so it's nothing new.
Okay, yeah, it's still a fun trip.
Exactly.
So. And coming up after the break, Dylan Godet has your weather forecast. Stay tuned.
With CalU's 6 on-campus residence halls and Vulcan Village's garden-style apartment complex, University Housing offers the very best value in service, convenience, privacy, and security. On-campus students will have easy access to classrooms, the newly renovated Natali Student Center, and a variety of activities across campus. University Housing Properties includes all utilities. Other common amenities to all properties are fully furnished rooms, high-def cable TV, high-speed Wi-Fi access, and live-in professional staff. Vulcan Village also includes a full kitchen and laundry room. The property has a 24/7 fitness center, convenient shuttle service, and an outdoor seasonal saltwater pool. Model rooms and tours are available. Stop in the University Housing Office or contact us by phone or email to learn more.
For almost 30 years, CUTV has been the campus and community home for local news, sports, and entertainment. Broadcast in 100,000 homes in southwestern Pennsylvania, CUTV provides complete coverage of Vulcan sports as well as high school football coverage. Broadcast weekly live, CUTV NewsCenter provides coverage of local and campus events, weekend weather, sports highlights, and feature stories. For more information on CUTV, check us out on the web, friend us on Facebook, or follow us on Twitter.
Going CalU, student meteorologist Damon Matson up here at the CalU Weather Center. Good to be back after a few weeks off. Going to have your forecast then for this week. Now, this past Tuesday, we saw a system make its way through a lot of rain, and temperatures really dropped down from the 60s all the way back down to the 20s and 30s, what we would normally see around this time of year. I've had a lot of people tell me they're not too happy about that, but I have some good news coming up for you in the forecast. Temperatures throughout the nation right now, though, again, we are in the high 20s for the most part here in Pennsylvania and out towards the Midwest into the 40s, maybe up into the 50s. Then the Southeast, they're enjoying some nice weather. 60 in Dallas, 77 in Miami. I'll be talking about that a little bit further into the forecast as well. Now, the radar is what it's looking like throughout the nation so far. We got a system that's going to make its way into our area tonight, into tomorrow. There it is. Again, snow on the colder side of this system, a little bit of rain down towards the southeast. That'll be making its way into our area tonight, into tomorrow, but it shouldn't last too long. By Friday night, this will be out of the way. There you can see that system. I'll turn on the telestrator here for you, and we'll give you a little bit of a view of what's going on. This system, again, is going to pretty much just come up from the southwest, bringing those snow showers tonight into tomorrow. But like I said, by Friday night, this should be out of the way as we zoom in just a little bit closer. Again, the snow showers starting to make their way into Ohio. Probably by late this afternoon, we'll start to see those falling in California. So moving forward then, what we're going to see as far as a pattern goes into your weekend. Again, there's that system. The cold air is going to come around the back end, and we'll see the snow showers and a little bit of a mix tonight make its way into the area. By Friday, it'll be pretty much off of the coast. We'll have a little bit of cold air on the back end, but things are going to start to dry out, and they will start to warm up as well. Here's your pattern for the weekend then. That system will make its way through. By Sunday into Monday, this mild air is going to make its way into the area, and things are going to stay dry for the most part all week for your spring break. And I know a lot of different people are going on trips to the southeast or possibly even just staying here in Pennsylvania. Doesn't matter either way. That next high pressure system is going to bring really, really warm temperatures, 15 to 25 degrees above average in the Midwest and southern plains over the weekend. That's going to make its way into our area and the southeast early next week, and it'll last all week long, so you can enjoy your spring break wherever you're going to be at. And I got a little special thing for you here since it is going to be spring break next week. If you're going to any really cool destinations like Panama City, Daytona Beach, even Cancun, there's a couple the next few days as you're going to be arriving to your destinations. Pretty much beautiful weather wherever you go. And I know myself and a couple of friends going to Nags Head, it's a little bit colder there, but again, temperatures are going to warm up, so it should be a really good spring break for wherever you're going to be heading next week. If you're staying in California, though, the 7-day forecast looks like this. Again, that system's going to make its way through today, through tomorrow. Things are going to dry out to start your week next week. Pretty much nothing to talk about except for the fact that those temperatures are going to skyrocket back up close to 70 going into Tuesday and Wednesday. So everybody get out, enjoy the great warm weather, and if you're going somewhere for spring break, have a safe trip. That is your forecast for this week. I'll send it back to the desk now to Ryan and Zach.
And just want to correct there before I said it was going to be Dylan Godet on the forecast, and it actually was Damon Madsen. I want to give him credit where credit is due. And Danny, we'll talk about his forecast right there. It looked like it's finally going to warm up. We still have one small bit of snow that looks like it's going to hit. I mean, we both don't mind the snow.
Yeah.
Being the last one of the season, I think will be fine. But it looks like we're finally getting into that early spring that was predicted about a month ago now.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the warm is coming right away when I'm going back home. So I'm not going to really be able to enjoy it that whole next week. But I don't know, maybe we'll see if the weather's still the same on the eastern side of the state, hopefully.
Yeah, I know, supposed to maybe touch up in the 70s, and then the week we come back to school, 60s, some rain, but I don't mind it when it rains if it's a little bit warmer. It makes it actually feel pretty good outside.
Exactly.
So we'll see how it goes. And when we come back after the break, Mike Mays takes us on a trip around the entertainment world. Stay tuned.
With Cal U's 6 on-campus residence halls and Vulcan Village's garden-style apartment complex, University Housing offers the very best value in service, convenience, privacy, and security. On-campus students will have easy access to classrooms, the newly renovated Natali Student Center, and a variety of activities across campus. University Housing Properties includes all utilities. Other common amenities to all properties are fully furnished rooms, high-def cable TV, high-speed Wi-Fi access, and live-in professional staff. Vulcan Village also includes a full kitchen and laundry room. The property has a 24/7 fitness center, convenient shuttle service, and an outdoor seasonal saltwater pool. Model rooms and tours are available. Stop in the University Housing office or contact us by phone or email to learn more.
Here's your check. Oh, you got it. You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. God, no.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early. You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Since 1937, the Student Association Incorporated, known as SAI, has served the Cal U student body by providing activities, programs, and services. Every enrolled student has the ability to take part in over 125 different clubs and organizations. Managing participation in every SAI activity is easy with OrgSync, a powerful tool for staying connected. Located 1 mile from campus, the SAI Farm has 94 acres of meeting and recreational space. SAI, it's your student association.
Welcome back to CUTV NewsCenter. I'm Mike Mays with your entertainment report. You think you know everything about your favorite celebrities? Think again. Our reporter Stephen Ruffing digs into the lives of your favorite stars.
Hello, I'm Stephen Ruffing, and like you and I, celebrities also have things that people don't know about them. So I'm here today to uncover those things. So let's see who I found out about today. This week's celebrity WTF facts of the week is Bill Murray. And the first one on our list is he entered a house party in Scotland, drank some of their alcohol, and did their dishes and then left. Second on the list is he actually bowled the 3 strikes in the famous movie Kingpin. Third is he doesn't even have an agent. He only has a private number that people can call and pitch movies to him. Fourth and final fact is he was the very first guest on Late Night with David Letterman. That's all I have for this week. Tune in a couple weeks to learn more about your favorite celebrities. For CUTV NewsCenter, I'm Stephen Ruffing.
Last week, the New York Supreme Court denied Kesha's attempt to leave her recording contract with Sony. Kesha claimed that her producer, Dr. Luke, had subjected her to mental manipulation, emotional and sexual abuse. The sexual assault allegations against Dr. Luke will be brought to trial at a later date. This past Sunday was the 80th Annual Academy Awards. The ceremony with Chris Rock returning as host. Leading the pack with the most nominations was The Revenant and Mad Max. The big winner of the night was Spotlight, taking home Best Picture. Leonardo DiCaprio got his first Oscar, receiving the award for Best Actor. Best Actress went to Brie Larson for Room, and Alejandro Gonzalez took home Best Director again for The Revenant after winning the year before for Birdman. It would not be the Oscars without upsets and snubs, so here are my picks for who should have won. Starting off with Best Actor, I give the award to Michael Fassbender for Steve Jobs, who I believe did a better job than Leo. Best Supporting Actor goes to Sylvester Stallone, who reprised his role as Rocky Balboa in Creed. And the last word goes to a movie which was not nominated but deserved to win, Hateful Eight, for Best Screenplay. Last week, Burger King brought a new menu item, the hot dog. Burger King is selling 2 types of hot dogs, regular for $1.99 and chili cheese for $2.99. Disney Channel announced that they are returning to East High for a new High School Musical. High School Musical 4, East vs. West, will follow a new group of students at East High School. And to round out the entertainment report for this week, we have Room in the Vulcan Theater. After 5-year-old Jack and his mother escapes from the enclosed surroundings that Jack has known his entire life, the boy makes a thrilling discovery. Showtimes are 8 and 11 in the Vulcan Theater on select days. So guys, High School Musical 4 has been announced, and I, for one, can't wait. I mean, I've seen all of them, 1, 2, and 3, and I saw the third one in the theater, so I can't wait for this fourth one to come out.
I mean, I kind of like it, although the fact that I know that they're doing recasting for the stars.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's gonna be a little bit different to see a mix, and it's also not even basketball; it's soccer.
Yeah.
So that's a mix, but
and it gives me a chance to go out for the road.
I actually did not know that they were doing soccer instead
Yeah.
of basketball. I liked it when it was the basketball, but I guess with a different kind of group, you need to maybe change it up a little bit. I'm like Mike. I saw the first 2. I went to theaters to see the third one. And the first 2 are actually on Netflix, and I'll be honest, I go back and watch them a couple times. If there's nothing on, I'll go back and watch it. So it's going to be interesting to see. I think it'll be good. I'll definitely watch it when it comes on, but I don't know if it's going to live up to the par of the first few. Especially, I don't know if they've announced that Kenny Ortega is coming back to do it, because he did Descendants for Disney, and that one was actually really good. I thought it was the best one they've done since High School Musical. So we'll see where they go from there.
And thanks, Mike. When we return, Anthony D'Agostino has your sports report. Stay tuned.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
Save preset 1 for Cal U's best music. More music in the car, more music in the door, more music everywhere. This is 91.9 WCAL Power 92. The home of the Vulcan Nation, playing Cal U's best music. 91.9 WCAL. WCAL Power 92.
Welcome back to CUTV NewsCenter. I'm Anthony D'Agostino with your sports report. The California University women's basketball team played in the second round of the PSAC tournament on Tuesday and took on the Edinboro Fighting Scots in a rematch from last Wednesday. Let's go to historic Hamer Hall for the highlights. And then you see here, starting off for California, Precious Martin getting that 2-point bucket to fall through. Nice little layup there. And then again, California, Shatera Parsons going in, little nice long-distance floater for 2 points to fall through. California with the early 4-0 lead. But then Katie Fisher, who would start having a night that night with 3-point shots, hits a key 3-point shot there for Edinboro. And California's Precious Martin loses the ball, picks it back up, and puts it in for 2 points. California maintains their lead in the first quarter. And then Edinboro starting out hot. That's Michelle Yan from the deep 3-point line to give Edinboro their first lead of the night. Michelle Yan again, step back 3-point shot from way downtown, keeping Edinboro in the lead. Then Paige Wright thinking she can do it, looking like Steph Curry out there, making them look easy from the 3-point line, giving California the 2-point deficit. California down by 7 again. Paige Wright takes that 3-point shot. It's good for 3 points. California cutting back. They finally have the lead now, 59-57. Precious Martin making that 2-point look easy there with the steal. California would keep the lead the entire game as Shatara Parsons puts that one in to rally out the scoring. 75-67, California with the victory. Precious Martin with 20 points and 6 rebounds. Mickey Glenn had 18 points, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds. Paige Wright had her game of the season that night with 14 points, 3 of 5 from the three-point line, and Shatara Parsons had 11 points and 7 rebounds. Now to take a look at the regional rankings in the Atlantic region. Virginia Union on top has clinched a spot in the Atlantic region due to their victory in the CIAA tournament. They have a record of 25-2. West Liberty's tournament is still going on, 25-3 in the MEC. And California with a record of 21-5 as their tournament is still going on as well. Westchester right behind California, 20-6. Still in the fight as well for that PSAC bid. And now let's take a look back at the storybook season last year to preview this year's playoffs.
You know the story of last season.
The California Vulcans are national champions of Division II women's basketball.
A season that beat out all odds after tragic heartbreak. Shanice Clark, a friend and teammate, passed away suddenly. The team could have done one of two things: fall and crumble from sorrow, or rise up and fight for her. They chose the second option. They made it all the way to the PSAC title game and won it. They also punched their ticket to host the NCAA Atlantic Region Tournament. They made it to the finals of that game and faced Bloomsburg. It was down to the wire. In overtime, Mickey Glenn had the decisive shot, and Bloom missed a key shot. I give you Matt Hagee with the call.
California's inbound defense has been great all season. They'll back off for Simmons here, but they got to guard her. Simmons for a tie. No good. Up in the air. Glenn's got the inbounds. She throws it away. The California Vulcans are headed to South Dakota. And the fans are on the court. The fans are on the court.
With that win, Cal was headed to the Elite Eight in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. California went all the way to the finals, and then this happened.
10 seconds plus, Francis going in, and she'll miss it. Kuko's taking the rebound.
Kuko gets the rebound. It's all over.
Jack, take it away.
Shanice Clark, this is for you. The California Vulcans. The California Vulcans are national champions of Division II women's basketball. It's over, folks. It's over. The fireworks are off. The California Vulcans have done it.
As that chapter has come to a close, a new chapter has dawned. The California Vulcans will once again be playing for the PSAC crown this year and possibly another run to the Elite Eight. Will this chapter close with another championship? Who knows? The story is still being written.
And if you want to witness that story being written, come down to Hamer Hall this Saturday to see the California Vulcans take on the Shippensburg Red Raiders at 3:30. As you see it there on the bracket, California taking on Shippensburg. They're the one seed hosting the tournament here at California and Hamer Hall. The first game we played is against Westchester versus Indiana. That's at 1 o'clock in Hamer Hall. So take a look at now the broadcast information. PSAC Final Four, as I said before, in Hamer Hall, live coverage online with CUTV doing that game, those games on calvulcans.com/watch. Also, that California game will be on 91.9 FM, the home of the Vulcans Sports Network. Indiana versus Westchester, Game 1. California versus Shippensburg, Game 2. And if either team wins, title game on Sunday at 3 o'clock. So come on down to support your California Vulcans at Hamer Hall and hopefully cheer them on to another PSAC crown. The California Vulcans received accolades from the Office of the PSAC as Mickey Glenn received the PSAC West Athlete of the Year and Sierra Barrett was named PSAC West Athlete of the Year. Head coach Jess Strom was named PSAC West Coach of the Year for the second year straight. And now it's time for the Vulcan Hammer Award. For this week's Vulcan Hammer Award, I've selected women's basketball athlete Paige Wright. Paige Wright had the game of the season on Tuesday, as I said before in the highlights, as she was not the leading scorer, but she came in clutch with some jump shots and three-pointers. She hit 3 of 5 three-pointers and went 5 for 10 from the floor. She also recorded 1 steal. And guys, as I said before, Final Four being hosted here at California. Just hopefully another huge atmosphere we saw on Tuesday. California again fighting for that PSAC battle, PSAC crown as they did last year.
It was awesome. I saw last Wednesday when we saw the game at Hamer. That was my first game at Hamer. I can't imagine what it's like in a playoff atmosphere. Unfortunately, I'm going home, like I said, in the spring break, so I can't see that happen this year. But hopefully next year I'll come by and check it out, see what happens.
Yeah, you have a lot of time left, and I'll tell you what, I think this team is even going to be stacked for next year. But looking at this year, I think they have a very good shot. Keep riding their success on an 11-game win streak now. We'll see how much farther that can go. I think the PSAC crown is right in their sights. They should be able to take down Shippensburg. And Westchester, that's the one team that kind of worries me the most, because Westchester came here and that game went to overtime and before Cal was able to beat them. And that would be a rematch of last year's PSAC championship as well. So I'm sure the Golden Rams are going to be looking for, I guess you could call it an upset bid if they got to the championship game.
And that it would be. Come on down, Hamer Hall. Got nothing else to do this weekend. Come down, see a great game of basketball against Shippensburg Red Raiders, who California has not seen yet this year.
Yeah, I know. All three of us have been on the call for playoff games now in our careers, and I can tell you there's no more exciting time to call a game.
And also, selection show, NCAA.com, at 10 o'clock at night on Sunday. See where the California Vulcans will be playing in the Atlantic Region Tournament and see if they make it as well.
All right, thanks, Anthony. That will do it for this week's edition of NewsCenter.
Be sure to check out our YouTube channel at CUTV NewsCenter.
Thanks for watching, and have a great spring break.